Well, I wanted to begin this morning with a story from my family's history. It's about a man named Dr. Ralph Campbell, but I grew up calling him Granddad. And my granddad was born into astounding wealth. His father, my great-grandfather, was an inventor who designed many new devices in the oil and gas industry. And that gained him astounding wealth. And my great-grandfather, though, was a hard man, a very harsh father. My granddad grew up in a home with many staff, and the nanny would train he and his siblings with a whistle. But then when my great-grandfather passed away in the 1950s, he left each of his children $1 million. Which is the equivalent of over $13 million today. A mind-blowing amount of money, especially for the time. But then later on, in the 1970s, my granddad invested this inheritance and much of his life savings into a new fertilizer business with incredible promise. He knew his business partner to be honorable and well-connected. And for a while, things looked great for this business. But then one day, his business partner disappeared. And with him, the money. And the business shut down. And the creditors came looking for restitution from the man whose name was on all of the business documents, my granddad. And so some of my mom's earliest memories were of the sheriff knocking on the door with another notice of a lawsuit against my granddad. And he lost almost everything. His life's work, his savings from a career as a physician, his incredible inheritance were gone. All gone. And he knew what it was to abound. Much of his life had been spent on the top. But then, perhaps for the first time in his life, he learned what it meant to be brought low. But the Lord was merciful to him, even in his suffering. My granddad, through this experience, came to know Jesus for the first time as his Lord and Savior. And he discovered that all of the wealth that he had accumulated, all of the accolades and accomplishments and connections, were nothing compared to the presence of Jesus.